What's good, guys? So a lot of you that have been watching my live streams, particularly on Galaxy Heroes, are well aware that I have actually resurrected an old account to see if I can make this competitive again. Now, it was originally free to play and I dropped the account about 2 years ago. So as I picked it up, I think my best team, I had like a Gear 11 Luke, Gear 10 R2, and then it was really downhill from that point. I think I had Bastila, but she hadn't even had her tweaks yet, in which Jedi Revan was a part of. I think I had farmed like 1 or 2 of the Old Republic characters, but basically the account was way behind. I've not spent any money on it, and I don't intend to spend any money on it, but I like a challenge. Anyone that watches me knows I like a challenge. I play free to play, and I'm always fighting against those big whales. And this is going to be the ultimate challenge. Can I revive this account to compete at the top of my arena shard? Well, we're going to do a weekly update on this account where I'll let you know how I've been doing in arena, what I'm working on, and how things are going. So this is the first episode. Let's do this. Okay, so this is the account. I've got it called ShadowHand. Where we at right now? 1 million in GP. When I took back over, it was about 900,000, I believe. And I actually won the entire last Grand Arena. We beat absolutely everybody we faced, which was pretty sweet. We had some decent opponents as well, when you factor in my roster depth, which pretty much does not exist. There's my ally code. If anybody wants to ally up and give me a hand, I still got quite a few battles to get through. As you can see on the light side one, I'm only at 331 out of 381, so still a fair bit to do there. My current project, what I thought I would do straight away was get straight onto the Geonosians. Now, when I was playing this, Brood Alpha didn't exist, the rework hadn't happened, and they were hot trash. Well, they seemed the obvious way to me to get back into the competitive swing of things. They're a really solid team, they've got a specific few counters that people would have to switch to in arena, and I can unlock Padme with them. So I went all in on these bad boys. I thought it would be the most use for me to for any guild that I was in as well, because I'd be able to get watch shards once I got them built up. And they're obviously a key factor of Darkside Geonosis territory battles. As you can see, I've already 5-starred him, but at this point, completely free to play, which has been rough because I don't have many crystals. Obviously, returning on an account that was dead for 2 years, I had like no crystals, awful arena ranks, and it's been a battle, but I've actually managed to do fairly well so far. He's got both of his Zetas already, didn't really need the leadership one, but give it him anyway to give me that little edge. Very, very close now to getting him up to the next gear level, just need 15 of those bad boys, and then I'll be gear 11, which is really, really when Brood Alpha starts to tick and get the team going. I've taken Poggle up to gear 11, 7-starred him recently. That was a much needed starring as well, because Poggle's actually a really, really big part of that team. A lot of people don't realize how much of an effect he has on that team, but very, very good character. I'm still finishing up the Omegas. I haven't done soldiers and facts yet, but Spy's coming along. Obviously, he's where the damage is at, so I've really gone in on Spy, getting his gear up there. But I'm at that kind of difficult stage now where I'm needing lots of stun guns, which is very hard for a free-to-play account, especially such an old one. This guild that I'm in as well, AOK Assassins, has been also resurrected. The last time this was really an active guild was about the same time this account was active too. We had a guild break off and form their own guild, and it essentially killed this division. We've actually got it full now because we're actually about to have another guild merge in, as well as taking on a lot of viewers recently. My soldier, he's actually a really easy gear 12, so he's probably going to get there before most. Not many, if any, stun guns required, so that makes things a lot easier. And lastly, Sunback, who I absolutely hate because he's a pretty brutal gear job, to be fair. Lots of Carbantes, stun guns, and all amounts of horrible gear, such as that one. I was trying to remember what that was, and my mind went blank for a second. But yeah, that's what I've done so far. And as a result of them, I have actually unlocked Padme finally, which is sweet. I don't have Anakin yet, but I do have Padme. I have General Kenobi from before, although, again, I mean, we all know what a horrible gear job he is, and I've got to get on with that one too. But the fact is, at least I have Padme, and that is a really good place to start. I've got a Zeta saved up for her. I just got to get those Omegas, and I can start developing her. I do need a health primary arrow for her still. which is a bit of a pain. I've been farming health mods for ages and it won't drop. Ahsoka, I just took up a gear level yesterday on stream. Cody has just been unlocked as well. Echo ready to go up a star. I've just unlocked Rex and Fives. I didn't have any of the clones, so if I had to go and get all of those, I think Sergeant I probably had because you start with him, but as you can see, I haven't worked on him at all. I've just started getting those. I do want to go after Shaak Ti as quick as I can, so I have those 2 solid Republic teams. Anakin's the only thing really holding me back here. Overall, Separatists is also really where I'm working. I've just unlocked General Grievous. Magna Guard's coming up. Nuke Gunray is actually now able to be started up, which is sweet. I'll do that while I'm here live recording. Up to 6-star my Nuke Gunray. Got to get all these characters ready. Droidica's coming along because I'm having to farm the ships that he's also on the very same node of. I can't get to B1 yet. I cannot get to B1. I can't get any further in my fleet shot. My fleet is awful. I will show you my ships. There we go. These are the primary 4 that I'm working on, so I can get Millennium Falcon, start getting some crystals coming my way. But obviously my Geonosian fleet is the one I'm actually heavily developing, and then I can start farming these bad boys once I have the Falcon, because I will likely go Malevolence. It's pretty much where my account is going to be geared towards. I don't see me going to the point on Jedi Anakin and Kenobi where it would benefit me to build their fleet. Their fleet requires more gear and more relics than this one does anyway. So the fact that I've got to get competitive quickly without spending money, and that's going to be a very, very difficult thing to do. I've only just taken Houndstooth to 5-star just before I started filming this video. Actually, I wasn't intending to do this for this account, and I figured, you know what? Let's make some content out of this, because some people are really enjoying the Grand Arena I'm doing at this. When I'm doing Grand Arena streams, I'm doing both my main and this account. So if you're leaving when the main's over, stay tuned, because we are actually covering this one now too. And it's going to get a little tougher. I've just gone up a division as well. A little while to go there on IG 2000 and Xanadu Blood, which is a fantastic ship. But as you can see in fleet battles, I'm stuck. I cannot beat this one at the moment. Geonosian fleet just gets ripped apart by it. Even though they're all like level 85 maxed out ships, they actually can't beat 4D. So yeah, I pretty much got to wait on the Millennium Falcon. I think I need a big ship, or I need my Houndstooth to just be more survivable. And with a gear 8 5-star boss, that's not a case, unfortunately. It's a ship that really gets good towards the end of its development. So yeah, I can't get to B1 yet. I'm limited in what I can farm here. I've already finished Zalbar. And yeah, so I don't really get a great deal for my fleet node at the moment. Overall, the rest of the account, I'll show you where we're at on the key factions. My bounty hunters, Bosk is pretty decent. He's 8'd, gear 8. I'm trying to farm him now. I actually do need to do that. We'll just quickly do that now. Got to get him up because I can't get Chewbacca to go with Han and Luke, who I do have pretty well developed. I just can't beat the 5-star node at all. I just can't get through that part of the event. Django has really come up as part of the Separatists, obviously. Previously, he was about gear 5, I think, when we started covering this account. Now, as you can see, he's up at gear 9.1, closing in on 6-star. He's about to become a big factor for my team. I would really like to get a little bit further on Dengar. Just can't really afford to at the moment. What other factions we got? Clone Troopers, I did already kind of show you. They're coming along slowly. I can't get to Arc Trooper just yet. I need to finish Brood Alpha so I can 7-star Padme, which is priority number 1. I don't really have any droids. Empire faction, I have Imperial Troopers. This was my arena team at one point. Back when I was originally running this account, I was placed in top 50 in arena with my Imperial Troopers because they run through Phoenix Squad. They beat the Bastila teams. They were beating absolutely everything that people were using. However, at this stage, I clearly can't use them in arena because everybody has Jedi and Darth Revan. So, and the further you go up, the gas starts to appear as well. Or G-Money, as people were calling him in my stream and making me cringe. I do have 5-star Thrawn, but my Phoenix suck, as you will see shortly. Ewok faction don't really exist. I do need to get them up a little bit because I kind of need 3PO for my Padme team. First Order, yes, as you can see, they're amazing. About as good as they are on my main account, unfortunately. Fleet Commanders, not really a thing that everyone already cares about. My Galactic Republic, I have kind of shown you because I showed you I had Padme and stuff. Yoda is one of the characters that was just happened to be built up. When I came onto this account, when I returned to it, I had Bastila and I had Yoda, so I was like, sweet, I've already got kind of a team there. I've shown you Geonosians, I've shown you Imperial Troopers. My Jedi! Right, yeah, so Bastila, this is where she was when I returned. I think she must have been my arena team, to be honest, because I had Bastila. I've got a 7-star Hermit, believe it or not. And then I had Grandmaster Yoda, Ezra, and we had Kenobi. So that was most likely my arena team. I genuinely don't remember exactly what was the team when I returned, but I suspect it was probably this, because Bastila was a pretty solid team at that point. Night Sisters don't really exist. I do have to build up a Saj though for Geonosis territory battles, obviously, so I'm sure that faction will come along shortly. Old Republic, I think this must have been what I was farming when I returned to when I left the account, because Zalbar is 7-star. Mission looks like I was probably farming her at that point. Karth is someone I've been recently doing, bringing his star up, but yeah, I'm nowhere near Jedi Revan at the moment, unfortunately. I don't know if I really should bother chasing him either. To be fair, he's not as good as Padme, and I may as well just continue that Padme push for now. Kind of do those characters on the side. Phoenix Squadron. Now, I would love to get me a 7-star Thrawn, but I don't really want to have to blow a ton of gear to do so. And as you can see, Hera isn't even 7-star for me to be able to take part in that yet. And I absolutely cannot sacrifice the Cantina energy right now. I think what I have to do is finish Geonosian Brood Alpha for Padme, and then probably switch to Anakin before I go back towards Hera. Thrawn is a great character, but at the point of my account, I don't think I need him as badly as I need Anakin and Padme, so that's going to have to wait. My Rebels are not a bad faction. You can see I've got a 12.3 Luke. When I returned, he was 11.4, but I had all the stuff I needed to take him to 12.3, so I thought, why not? He's already Zated. I could use one of those premium marquee characters developed like that. I don't have the Zeta on Han. He's not even 7-star yet. That's coming along thanks to the rest of the AOK Assassins Guild. Big shout out to everybody in that. R2 is there, he's 7-starred. I managed to do this with a pretty awful Empire team. I mean, you saw my Empire. They're a horrendous team. I managed to do that before with that. He's not developed, he's not Zated. He's a character I do want to get to at some stage soon. I mean, he's a good character, multi-use, multiple team. I could even plug him into my Padme team early on if necessary. Resistance. This is a faction that doesn't exist for me. I just don't have any of them built up except R2, so I won't be going for any of the legends anytime soon on this account. That's quite clear. My Rogue One, also absolutely awful. I'm gonna have to build up some of them though for the Millennium Falcon fleet. Scoundrels, I basically just use my bounty hunters and stuff to be able to get the max credit heist, and then I've stopped, which is probably what I'd advise for most people. My Sith, let's have a look. Palpatine, I just took him up to gear 8 actually. Darth Vader, Count Dooku, who is being developed, and then that's kind of it. My Maul, again, about as good as he is on my main account, and the rest don't even exist. I cannot farm Scion yet, which pains me because he's such a great character. Sith Empire, well, obviously, none of them. Great team. Smugglers, I actually have quite a few of the characters, to be fair. I was about to say none of them, and I just noticed. I do have Kira, L3, I just spat everywhere, Lando, Fandor, and Young Han. And perhaps I was wanting to build them up before I quit. Must have been. But you see, Chewbacca, how close am I? I just can't beat it at the moment. Really do need to tune the account so I can get my bounty hunters to that point where I can get Chewbacca, and that's really going to help my Rebels. I may even start running Rebels in Arena until my Padme team are ready. But that's about it, because nobody except Urzatron cares about the Tusken Raiders. That is my account progress right now. I will keep you guys filled in. I'll show you my arena ranks so you can feel free to laugh at them. Here we go, 1,300. I do make about, I get to about 1,000 and like 50. I just can't quite crack that top 1,000 at the moment. I do beat pretty much any Rebel team that comes up. I beat most of the Bastila teams and the Jedi teams. It's the Bounty Hunters, the Empire teams, anything that's really heavy in AoE is really what kind of tears me apart. And prevents me getting any higher at the moment, but I'm sure Padme is going to fix that problem, and my fleet arena is a joke. It is an absolute joke. I can't even get in the top 200 at the minute. I have really decent Geonosians, as you've seen. That unfortunately is not enough when my Tarkin ship is so slow that the other Tarkin ship kills me. So yeah, a little bit more work is required there. I will keep you guys informed on how things are going. That's the end for the first episode. I think that's kind of a review of the account as it is. The guild is coming along nicely. We'll be at 50 after territory battles. We're doing all right in territory battles as it stands. We're not doing amazing, but we're doing all right for 25 people at the moment. We have 25 stars as it stands. And that's really going to help my account develop. We're doing really, really good in raids. We can beat the Heroic Sith raid, no problem. We're absolutely smashing it, in fact. I'm sure the 7-star one last time, yeah. Galactic Chore, 100 million, 92 million. My missus, Tally, she managed 11 million. Well, I think that's one team. And then we got SWGOH with 11, Jakku with 11. So it's really, really coming along. I was all the way down here with my mighty 295,000, which I did with my Imperial Troopers in Phase 2. Hopefully my scores are going to improve and this account will really start to kick off now I've got Padme. So I'll see you guys in episode 2. Thank you for watching. Till next time, we out of here.